When all of you were inside your houses fearing that you might contract coronavirus or complaining of not being able to go out, doctors were out there working selflessly trying to save millions of lives. Have you ever thought that doctors are humans and need a break? Well, the Supreme Court has, and I am going to tell you what the top court noted. I'm Neha and you're watching TV9 Digital. The top court bench of Justices Ashok Bhushan, R.S. Reddy and M.R. Shah asked the centre to consider giving breaks to doctors as they have been relentlessly working ever since the onset of the pandemic. The apex court also expressed concern that it might be affecting their mental health. The bench told Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, for the last 7-8 months, doctors have not been given any break and are continuously working. You take instructions and think over giving them some break. It must be very painful and might be affecting their mental health, quote unquote. The Solicitor General assured the top court that the government will consider their instruction. Now, to understand the difficult working conditions of the doctors, I have with me Dr. Neeraj Patil joining me from London as well as Dr. Sitesh Roy from Mumbai. Dr. Sitesh, I'll come to you first. Doctors are at the highest risk of contracting the virus. Do you also feel, apart from the safe working conditions, doctors should be given a break from their hectic schedule?
Most certainly, Neha, I strongly believe that doctors being at risk for physical fatigue, mental fatigue, emotional fatigue, combined with very difficult working conditions which lead to insomnia, anxiety, depression, and even rising suicides around the world amongst the medical fraternity are all evident reasons that doctors should get breaks from the hectic schedule of being on the front line of caring for this COVID pandemic. It has been very clear that these separations from family and all the difficult situations that they cause, including financial pressures and burdens, do take an immense toll physically, mentally on doctors. And I believe that giving them the rest that they need so that they can come up re-energized and ready to take care of patients and also be able to give bad news sometimes to families, which can be so hard and difficult in terms of guilt production, that I think giving them breaks is so important.
Well, Dr. Neeraj Patil, ever since the onset of coronavirus pandemic, doctors have been working relentlessly. Dr. Neeraj, do describe the conditions you work in and how difficult can it really get amidst the pandemic?
COVID-19 pandemic had overstretched the health resources across the world. Healthcare professionals have been extremely stressed and overworked. We all know that stress and tiredness can sometimes lead to mistakes. It's important that people empathize and understand the difficulties faced by healthcare professionals like doctors, nurses, paramedics, and other domiciliary staff across the world and empathize their situation. So I request all the members of public to understand the situation we are in and express their gratitude to all the healthcare professionals across the world who are fighting this pandemic.
Risking their life in this pandemic is one of the many such challenges faced by these doctors. But they're not alone in facing such dangers. Nurses and other support staff are also in the same boat. On Monday, around 5,000 AIIMS nurses went on a strike over their long-pending demands, which included those in regard to the implementation of the award of the 6th Central Pay Commission. The nurses later called off their strike after holding after holding a meeting with the hospital administration after the intervention of Delhi High Court, which stopped it from continuing the strike. The nurses' union were assured that their grievances will be looked into. Next time you don't feel like adhering to COVID-19 protocols or not wearing a mask, think about the doctors who have been risking their lives upfront to keep you safe. This is Neha signing off. Many thanks for watching. If at all you like this video, do not forget to subscribe TV9 Digital across all social media platforms. Stay safe, keep those masks on.